It is not like this part's not even that crazy, but I love it, you know? No doubt is definitely my favorite ENHYPEN song. I legit can't stop listening to it. I'm probably gonna cover it a couple more times with some friends, so I'll post those later. But yeah, I'm gonna go and break down dance practice. The formations are dope, the textures, the choreo is crazy. And if you guys haven't listened to the song, go listen to the goddamn song, alright? This upcoming mini solo, he's just so cool. Come on! Just love the way they caught on right here. So smooth. I'm gonna try really hard not to sing along, alright? I love this rotation part, man. Super clean. Textures. Love the clean footwork too. The speed changes throughout the choreo too. They make it really visible for you guys to see, like apparent. Now this part, this is so ENHYPEN. Along with this part as well. If you guys stand ENHYPEN, or if you've been standing them for a while, you guys know what I'm talking about. I like this little section right here. They give the other members a little bit of breathing room. Ooh. So a lot of what this choreo is like, it's also very persona based. You want to have that character that they're trying to show us. Especially when you look at the lyrics of the song or read the lyrics of the song. You want to give off that type of character. Ooh, that part is just so good. It is not like this part's not even that crazy, but I love it, you know? Come on, ENHYPEN, y'all are so cool. What the fuck is that? Yo, excuse my language though. Y'all know we gotta break this one down, cause freaking ENHYPEN, man. Let's go. What I really like about this intro is that mini solo to get everybody in to catch up on that snap. Woo! Come on, y'all. So, I want to talk about the very beginning with his solo. What I really like about this is that it could be choreographed, right? But it also could just be a freestyle. So, meaning that because he's by himself, he could actually change it up for every performance, right? That's what I really like about it. To kind of, in this case, depending on his mood, he could change it up. And this is how he reels you in for the entirety of the performance. Let's go, baby! Now we're going to have everybody catch up on this snap with a little bit of a reverb. And right here, what I really like is that we have a small formation, but the formation becomes bigger because of the snap that they do right here in this frame. Because they're snapping outside of the formation, so towards the ceiling, towards over to the right side, to the left side, this gives the formation a bigger picture, mainly because of that snap. Love it. Nothing crazy, super minimal. And here, I like how they condense into a line super quickly right before the song starts picking up. We get this nice reveal as they slow it down on that bass to do a little bit of an expand to actually reveal him. Ooh, Come on, y'all. Come on. So right here, I actually want to point this little effect out. It's very minimal. Honestly, if you watch it for the first time, you're gonna miss it just because it happens so quickly. What I like about this is it is minimal, but you can see it, you know, after a couple times of watching it, right? So what they're doing here is that we have a variation of the choreo. So him in center is actually going to be doing the original choreo, I'm going to assume, and then the rest of the members are actually going to highlight that part of the choreo, which means that it looks like the person in center is actually controlling the entire formation. So I'm going to play it a couple times and you guys will see it. Yeah, I know it's super minimal, but I love pointing things out like that because it's like, we gotta appreciate those, you know what I mean? Oh, come on, y'all. And this specific formation right here, what I like is not everyone's actually facing the audience. They're actually facing their respective sides here. So right here, the other four members are actually gonna be facing towards, like, maybe to the right, to the left, and then, you know, to the back. And then the other three will be facing towards the audience. What I think this helps on is that it actually throws the energy out in all directions because they're facing different directions. But here's another thing. If they are on a circular stage and the audience is literally surrounding them, this is a perfect formation for a circular stage. Oh, come on. That snap's so cool, bruh. And so this entire sequence right here, literally that entire sequence is basically a catch-on effect. What I really like about it is that they had a good variation of it, and they didn't do a lot of formation changes. They worked on the actual effect and the actual dynamic for that formation without really having to do too much. Again, what I really like about this dance practice is that they didn't overdo it with such crazy effects. You can still do that with, you know, with the amount of members that they have, but I like that they didn't go too ham with the effects. So this part, they catch on again, and here they do opposite choreo, which helps with, again, another effect of the formation without doing another formation change. So this part right here, the pointing part, oof, it's so smooth, bro. Ooh. So here's another thing with this dance practice. I think it also matches the fact that they're not doing too much effects. Is the choreo in itself is actually very conversational, and if you guys listen to the lyrics, if you read the lyrics, you know, it's about, you know, you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So it's more like that. They're trying to be cool, suave. They're trying to impress you, but also not trying to impress you at the... Sorry. They're trying to impress you by also not trying to impress you at the same time. So I don't know how to explain that, but that's what it's given me. The patience of this rotation I really like because they actually rotate on that note that he sings, and they actually stop right when the note stops, I believe so. So let me replay it a couple times. Ooh! A lot of patience is needed. Damn! So with the chorus, there's a lot of textures. There's a lot of speed changes involved. And where they put their energy in certain moves. The footwork though, love that part. Now this back pocket part, if you've been in ENHYPEN stand for a while, you know that this part is totally ENHYPEN. And this part too. It's like, I don't know how to explain that. That's just something you'll see. Like a trend that they kind of do with all their dances. There's gonna be like a, Oh yeah, this is totally ENHYPEN. This is definitely something that they do. Like I don't know how to explain that. But if you've been in a stand for a while, you know what I mean. But let's go over the chorus because I really like it with the way that they differentiate their textures. Meaning, what I mean by that is, you know, the speed changes throughout the choreo. The feeling of the move is what I'm talking about. So let's go to the chorus. So now this part right here, like ain't, I don't even know if I might be singing the lyrics wrong, okay, but I'm pretty sure they're saying ain't no doubt. So on that part they actually do a quick combo and then they slow it down on the word doubt. So I'm gonna replay it and you guys will see there's a ooh, and they speed it up again on that footwork part right here, right here. And they get aggressive with the, you know, the thrust. And on the Gwenchana part, they actually slow it down and chill it out a little bit with a little bit of a bouncing move, and then they're tapping their chest right here. And Gwenchana, super smooth footwork. And they get aggressive with the basses here. So what I like about the footwork is that we don't even hear footsteps. You know that they're very light on their feet here. So just because we can hear synchronized footsteps in a dance practice doesn't necessarily mean that the footwork is good and or bad. I just want to put that out there because I feel like every time it's super satisfying to hear synchronized footsteps, right? But it doesn't always have to be, we need to hear the footsteps for them to look super like dancing as one unit. For this is a great example right here where they weren't trying to be grounded to the floor, but rather floaty. More like, oh, they be gliding on the floor. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is that they don't necessarily have to be stomping on the ground for them to get their message across when it comes to footwork. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And so for this part, they get aggressive here with that back elbow move on the bass. And that's another example of, you know, changing up the textures where they're putting energy in a certain move where they go 120% and then they slow it down again to give us contrast in between each movement. So we got the super hard bass, right? They're going to chill it out right after that bass. No doubt. Ooh. See, a lot of the sequence right here on the second part of the chorus is that there's arm movement, but the arm movement is not going in one speed, but they're changing it throughout the entire way. So this is what is really satisfying about this part, is because we get to see those speed changes. Even if you're not a dancer, it's really obvious, and it doesn't have to be the first time you watch it. You could watch it a bunch of times and you'll see it. No doubt. Yo, I did not hit that note, dude. Again with that footwork right there. Now this back pocket part, you gotta just be casual with it, you know? Yeah, there's certain technicalities towards it with the footwork and everything, and the way that you have your posture. But it's gotta be chill as fuck, low key. Like this, you can't be trying too hard here. And I love how they all give that vibe where, nah, we ain't trying too hard for this part. We got our hands in our back pocket. So cool. So now the most aggressive part of that second half of the chorus is those three basses. So the boom, 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 you'll see them tighten up with their arms, and you'll actually see them do a little bit of hitting the basses with their body. So they're popping a little bit in these three basses. So I'll play it a couple times just so you guys can see it. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, bruh. They definitely tighten up those arms here. God damn. Like the small section right here, they pick up the pace. They actually pick up the tempo of the choreo in that small section. What's really cool about this is that depending on who the members are and how they want to do, like how everything is choreographed, depending on like the lines of the song, obviously, is what I like about this is that they don't have all the members on stage at this point. They got some breathing time right here, which is very important. And again, they pretty much have the endurance for this, obviously, because they're idols. But I like how they don't always have to be on stage, and they can separate when they need to give each other some breathing time, or just depending how the performance directors are going to choreograph this and set this all up for them. And what's cool is that, bro, they speed this shit up. They pick that. You'll see the choreo pick up. Look at that shit. And why I enjoy that part a lot is because it's this tempo of the verse. So they're really intentionally matching the tempo of the verse to really give us that, like, a contrast from the chill part of the second half of the chorus. We get this, like, swift, quick part of combos, and also just, like, more aggressive. So that way we don't always have to see chill of the entire dance practice. Ooh. Again, they separate here. Nice spacing here to give us more of an obvious two sections. So in this part right here where they do a little bit of a ripple, I don't want to say ripple, I think they just do it on two separate counts here. He'll go first. He'll obviously go first. So this section right here is is because we can obviously tell that it's supposed to be two different groups here, and that is why I always say ENHYPEN has great spacing. Or, like, when I say spacing, I mean that, like, it's obvious enough that when we're looking at a formation, it's supposed to be read in that way. So specifically this, we know that there's supposed to be two different groups. Come on, y'all. Yo, low-key, this might be a long video. Ooh. And right before we get to the chorus, what I really like about this part right here is that there's patience. This part right here. So on that wind-up sound. So in the song, there's actually a wind-up sound, and I think that's what they're hitting. And what they're doing here is basically winding up for that, you know, the second chorus. I like how they're extending their neck here. They're really looking up the ceiling, and they're not actually, like, trying to look down as they do this move. They're really extending the neck up to fully commit to this, like, stretch, essentially. Again, the speed changes through this chorus. The aggressive thrust for some reason. And we've already gone through the chorus, alright? Now, like, they're just so smooth, bro. Like, they make it so effortless, and that's what I like. Ooh. And I've watched this dance practice a good chunk of times, and I feel like, and here's the thing, I feel like every time I watch it, I'm watching it for the first time, even though I've seen it. I don't know if that makes any sense, because I get such enjoyment from just watching people dance, right? Especially when they're just fucking good, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. I'm just replaying the second chorus because I want to see it again. I've already talked about the chorus and why it looks good. The switch from aggressiveness to chilling it out is so good. Chill part again with that back pocket move. Gotta be effortless for this. And aggressive right here. Freaking ENHYPEN, man. Y'all are dope. If you guys haven't already listened to the song, watched a music video, or watched a dance practice, go and do it. Super dope. Love it. Song's still on repeat. Peace.